Everybody, it's Rachel with JVZOO. I'm executive assistant for JVZOO, and I'm here with Adil and Ali Chowdhury, and they are the creators of Sqribble, which is a huge launch right now. It's one of the best launches we've had in a while, and we're super excited to have them here. So thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yes, you guys, I know they've been working super hard the last few days. I think Adil just said, are we on day 3 of the launch?
We've just done, the third day has been now completed. So we've gone into day 4 now. Yeah, so just now, 6 minutes into day 4.
Awesome. So tell me, what problem does this product solve?
Sqribble, well, it came out of a need because I was having problems creating ebooks. So Sqribble, in a nutshell, is a really powerful ebook creation solution. You know, having been online for 10 years, there's always a need to create ebooks. You know, it doesn't matter what you're doing online. Any business model, you're always going to need an ebook at the beginning of your funnel. Whether you want to build a list, you're going to need an ebook. People usually use them as lead magnets. Whether you want to become an author for educational purposes or put inside of one of your courses. So ebooks are essential. They're a staple. They're a foundation in anything that you're doing online. And now ebooks would take me forever to write. If I had to hire a writer, it would cost me hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I mean, just getting a simple report done would set me back $950, right? You know, so I had to get it written, and then I would have to get it designed. So there wasn't just the writing side of stuff. There was the designing, and I would spend thousands of dollars on just getting little ebooks done. So I thought, wouldn't it be great if I could have an automated way to just speed up this process? If there was a way to just pick a template, click on a few buttons, and within about 10 minutes, I've got an ebook done. So that's what I did. You know, I set out on this massive journey to conquer this massive problem, and it took over a year, a full 13, 14 months to develop this. So I really built it for myself because I had this problem and created a solution. So problem, solution. So once I was using it for myself, I thought maybe other people have this problem as well. So that's when I decided, we got together with the team, that we have to launch this because this is just too powerful to keep contained in my office just for me. So we set the date. And from this was in January. So in January, we set the date of November. So it's taken 11 months to get to this point to release this beast to the public. Got my Sqribble t-shirt on as well.
Yes, and it's doing killer. You guys are killing it out there, right?
It's going crazy. 3 days gone.
Super awesome. So we're intrigued here at JVZOO with how well you're doing. And so what do you think that it is that you're doing differently? I mean, aside from it being a great product that solves problems, what do you think you're doing differently to help this launch go so well for you?
Well, Ali, why don't you give them the numbers, like the 24-hour numbers, the 48-hour numbers, and the 72 hours numbers, which we're just on now?
Oh, I think first day we hit $266,000 within day 1. Day 2,
24 hours.
Day 2, 48 hours, we hit $400,000. And currently, day 3, we just hit over $500,000. So $500,000 at the end of day 3. Now, currently, as we're on this right now, I'm looking at the stats, we're at $511,000. And at over 8,371 sales. Now, generally, you might accomplish that maybe at the end of 7-day or 10-day period, but we're only essentially 3 days in. Now, the 4th day just started now. So it's very exciting. We're not going to speculate, but you can only imagine how it's going to be towards the end and the close.
For sure.
So everyone's excited. 100%. Everybody in the community is excited. We've been sharing this journey with everyone on a daily basis, whether it's streams or keeping everyone updated. And all of the main people in the community, everyone in the community, whether they're affiliates or they're partners, not only are they dropping by engaging, but they're also joining us on stream, where people are actually coming on the stream and sharing their thoughts and their opinions. So it's not just a launch; it's an event. That's the difference with this. It's an event where everyone gets to participate, engage, and enjoy it. It's a collective effort. This is the one thing that people forget. It's not just, we're not the ones that are doing this. It's a collective effort by the community, but you have to bring them together.
You mentioned something else. I mean, we're aiming for the big 1 million.
Yeah.
Okay, we're aiming for the big 1 million. A lot of people have really low goals, and I had the 7-figure goal from the very beginning. I didn't know how it was going to do. I haven't been on JVZOO for years. I think the last time I launched anything on this particular platform was in 2015. Had no idea. And one of the questions that you asked was, why do you think it's done so well? A lot of it comes down to experience. I've been doing this for like 13, 14 years across different networks, different platforms over this time. I've got really a long list of launches and experience that I've had in the past, like $1 million launches. So I'm a bit more experienced than most people when it comes to planning, execution. And I really spend a lot of time on the marketing, a lot of time. I'm not going to talk. I don't think I should talk about other launches, or should I? I don't know. How much information do you want?
Well, as much as you're willing to share, because really speaking to people that affiliates or somebody that's out there creating a product and they're interested in ways to reach the level of success that you guys have with this particular product and that we're talking about. So how do you do that? Like what would you tell someone who maybe is planning a launch? What would you tell them in terms of the planning, in terms of the marketing that you just mentioned?
Ali, that's a good one for you.
Planning. You know what? Nowadays, what you'll see this yourself. If you go to a place like Muncheye or any kind of calendar like JV Pro Notify, what do you see on there? There are launches on top of launches on top of launch, and everyone is stepping on each other's toes. And then look at the type of product that are they selling. Now we know there's a current trend of video products, video softwares. Now what happens when you keep churning out video products? It saturates the market. Customers are just continuously exposed to the same kind of product. They've probably already got about 3-4 copies, and they come to a point where they're like, no, I don't need anything like this. It's not refreshing. It used to be a time, even back in 2015, 16, and 17, there was an innovation going on. There was new, fresh products that were coming out. People are like, wow, okay. But now I think there's been a dip. People need to think about not just getting a product out for the sake of it. Once you got, look, here's the thing that people forget. Once you've created the product, it's not a case of just like 3 weeks and just getting it out there. The build up to it is just as important as the development side of it. But
right.
Sometimes you may have the person behind it, like the vendor behind it may be the only person that's facilitating the build of the sales page, the build of the product, and then completely doing all of the JV aspect of it. And then they rush. They hope that, they may have 5 partners that they could just ping and say, look, I've got launch coming up. Would you jump on board? And just hope Muncheye people are going to come and sign up on Muncheye. And that's where things kind of get a little bit wrong. It's not, having a team is important and it makes a world of difference, but sometimes people may not have the resources to go, hire people or things like that. But then how much money are you leaving out on the table? If you did hire someone, I'm pretty sure you could get the ROI on it. If you put the time in and you had the build up to it, you invested in it just as
it depends.
Product.
You're talking about, depends on how experienced the vendor is, or who. Are you talking about newbies? Are you talking about people with experience, doing launches? If for anyone who's just starting out, just start small. Just do something, whatever the quality. Just get it out there. It's what I did like over 10, 15 years ago. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just modeling other people back then, right? So just look. So again, if you're just starting out with launches, just see what the big guys are doing and try and emulate them. That'll give you a good start and a quick start. And it'll stop you from having to do lots of guesses and taking shots in the dark. Model others. If you're like a mid-level, if you're currently doing six-figure launches right now, like 100 grand or 150 or whatever, then put more time into your marketing, the quality of your products, the build up, the preparation. Don't just announce a launch today that I've got launched in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? Well, this is ridiculous. If you're going to spend a lot of time building your products, then you want to spend the same amount of time marketing. Because you can have the best product in the world, but if no one's going to hear about it, then you just wasted all that time that you spent on building the product. So there's a lot of different components, a lot of variables that come into this whole play. I wish I could say it was easy. It's very easy. But again, it depends on what your goals are. Getting to 7 figures will take a different strategy. Getting to 6 figures is easier. Making 5 figures on a launch, very, very easy. And you can really whip up those launches very quick, with 3-4 weeks notice and get it out there. So different angles.
It's interesting. People are going to be watching this and thinking, you know what, it was either a fluke or some kind of overnight success. But now what we're going to see is people are going to start trying to analyze everything, because even with the build-up, we won't go too much into it, but it's been more than a year. And people are thinking, you just come and you've just promoted it. But no. So there's a correlation with it. So people are having their six-figure launches. They're making a lot of money, but because of that last-minute launch prep, people, you're not giving enough time to your partners to actually promote you, because they've already, settled. They've got a schedule with someone else. Not that they don't want to promote you, but you start stepping on other people's toes. There is a lot of politics involved. There's a lot of
raw information you're giving away. I don't think you should be talking about this kind of stuff. So here's something else. You have to set the bar so high that others can't compete with you and can't touch you. That's a real key. If people are really hungry to get to 7 figures, set the bar really, really, really high. Create real quality. Create great solutions. In the beginning, it's okay because most people just want to make money and put money in their pocket, right? So they create something really quickly, get it out there. Fine. You're going to have to do that in the early days to put money in your pocket so you can then hire an assistant team, get better copy done, get better videos done, create better products over time. But then when you start getting that traction, really focus on solving real problems, good problems, and putting more into your marketing, the quality of your products, the relationships that you have with your affiliates, JV partners, good customer support teams, and all the rest of it. So set the bar really high. Try and go all in. That was my approach with this one. I just really went all in, because I thought, if I'm going to make all this effort, I really want to make sure my product's amazing, my videos are amazing. I redid my videos 4 times. Okay, I've spent close to $20,000 just on the animated videos, the graphics that you see on the site. I spent over $10,000. I went through 3 different graphic designers. The first one ripped me off, ran away with $2,000. The second one I paid him $4,500. I didn't like his designs, but I kept half of them. Then I found somebody else again, spent 2 months with him just to make the front end sales page and the JV page. And if you've seen the JV page, I'm coming out of a UFO. I traveled all the way to Sweden. It took me 3 days just to shoot a 3-minute clip. I don't know if you've seen that, but I did that just for the introduction, for the impact, for the wow factor. I hired out a whole quarry in London, cost me thousands, just to show people my JV prize, and that was just another 3-minute clip. And people were like, why are you taking so long launching your product? I'm like, you don't know what I'm doing. I've got this to do there, that video to shoot there, put the page together, and that took me months. And I've spent, it's over $50,000-$60,000 just on, the pages, the videos, not including what I've spent on developing the product and the time there. We're just talking on the marketing side. So, sorry, I'm just going off on so many different tangents here, giving away too much information.
I mean, you're just telling us what it takes. It takes a lot more than people sitting out there thinking it was just like that it takes a lot of time and money. You've got to spend money to make money.
Yeah, but the results are there, though. We've done over $500,000 in 3 days. We did $260,000 in 24 hours, $400,000 in 48 hours. And now we're over $500,000. And it's probably the biggest launch that you've seen so far recently. I don't know.
Definitely the biggest launch we've seen in a while. So it's really exciting. And definitely we are thrilled about it and thrilled about all this information that some people can take with them for sure. So why should somebody buy this product right now today?
Ali, I think that one's for you as well.
Like Adil mentioned at the start, a staple diet of any person that comes online. This, you know what? It's funny. This applies not only to the online world, but the offline world. You can use this for yourself to save time and money. If you're bad like me with grammar, we've enabled this where we actually provide the content over 15 different niches. Everything's ready to go, ready-made templates, unlimited number of variations, combinations at the disposal of your fingertips. On top of that, what do? We took it one step further. We'll give you 3D covers. We'll give you flip books. And we thought, okay, now we've given you this. Use it for yourself. But what about those that actually want to make an income? Maybe you want to create an agency. Maybe a freelancer. You want to make some money. Okay. Now what we've done within the interface, we've given you the capabilities to actually track, manage, and even find clients that are willing to pay money for your services. So it has a whole host. So use it for yourself or make money with it. So that's why.
I'll just add to that. So just to recap then, what Sqribble does, it creates beautiful ebooks within minutes. The user can go in, pick a template design. We're talking about the whole guts of the ebook, including the internal pages. You can edit content manually, or you can input content from any website. So you can grab a URL. Let's say you grab a URL from one of your blog articles. You can put that link in the software, and it will extract the information from your blog and turn that into an ebook in about 2 minutes, right? And on top of that, so not only can you use Sqribble for your own personal projects, whether it's for lead magnets, informational products, white papers, reports, whatever your purpose is for ebooks, Sqribble does it in minutes. But on top of that, it comes with commercial rights, which means you can sell the service to clients. So you can generate an income that way. Some of the upsells inside of the software is a tool, Auto Job Finder, and it's really, really great. What Auto Job Finder does, it pulls in jobs from around the internet, from multiple different freelance sites, and it pulls them all into the one dashboard inside of the Auto Job Finder software. So you can find ebook gigs, graphic gigs, which you can complete with Sqribble. So there's a lot going on, and it's crazy value. That's another thing. The reason why it's done so well is because of the value. We stack value upon value upon value. We've given them a great product. They can use it for their personal projects. They can give commercial rights away. So yeah, it's incredible value. I think it's what I call an irresistible offer. So
Oh no, if you froze up on me.
Selling to clients. Sorry, I love talking.
No,
so
good.
I lost you for a second. You froze up. Say that one more time. Irresistible value. What makes you so excited about that?
So it's what I call an irresistible offer. I gave them incredible value. I gave them a good product, which they get for their own personal projects, and commercial rights, which means they can use it to generate an additional income by servicing clients. So, and it was a really low price.
Awesome. And how long do they have left for the launch to get that low price?
They have, depending on when they're watching the video, they've got about 4 or 5 days. So they need to hurry right now.
Exactly. Get on it, because the price will go up after that, right?
Price is going up massively.
Awesome. Anything else that we haven't covered that you want to throw in there before we close up?
Yeah. You really need to promote Sqribble, because it's one of those rare occurrences that you have an offer. I know it's mine, and I'm a bit biased saying this, but if I say this from the point of the perspective as an affiliate, so if I put myself in that frame, it's an incredible offer. It's converting like nothing I've ever seen before. It's real easy money. If I was an affiliate, I would hit this all week, really, really hard, because people are making like $5,000 with like 400 or 500 clicks. The funnel is really it's what I call a self-optimizing funnel. No, self-enhancing funnel that I've created. We've got so many split tests in the background. So with every click that people are sending, it's really self-optimizing and turning into more money for affiliate partners. And we're all about making you money. So we've been working non-stop around the clock on like very little sleep, 3 hours a day.
You see the bags.
I can't even talk properly. I wasn't even prepared for this call, but I thought I have to get on and share this with the world, because it's just so much raw information I have that could definitely help other people out there, whether they're an affiliate on JVZOO or whether they're a vendor on JVZOO. And JVZOO has been absolutely fantastic. Everything's been running beautifully. They've accommodated us so well. The whole team there behind the scenes. We love you. We couldn't do it without you. Affiliates are making massive, massive money. So I would say, look, while the buzz is right there, that's another thing. When there is such buzz created in the marketplace, it's a lot easier for affiliates to make money, because people are talking about it. Right? It's like when cryptocurrency was, all the hype, the talk like last year before it went down, it was an easy sell. People were buying cryptocurrency, they were buying courses, they were buying coins, and all the rest of it. E-commerce, e-com was quite hot. I think it's still a little bit right now, I don't know. But when there's a buzz around a specific topic or an event or a product launch, it's easier to make money from that while people are talking. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
I'll just add to that as well. A lot of affiliate and partners have been messaging saying, you know what, because sometimes partners have multiple lists and they're promoting different things at the same time. And one partner said, look, I'm basically now going to be channeling all of my list to this one promotion. So if you're doing that, there's other promos you might be considering. Look, I know it sounds a little bit bad, but if you want to make money, like real serious commissions, Christmas is coming. You know, you get some Christmas commissions, right? This is the time right now. You need to make sure you join right now and get this while it's still hot. And the stats speak for themselves. I mean, just go to top sellers and we dominate every area. I mean, no one's ever seen this before. In revenue and sales, we are number one in each section. Can you believe that? Rachel, have you seen that?
Super exciting.
Yeah. So,
oh yeah, just to add to that, I'll give you another tip there. Yeah. Most people dilute their efforts when they mail offers. The attention span is very small. They'll mail an offer one day, then they're going to mail a different offer the next day. Third day, they haven't decided. They'll figure it out once they get to their desk. That's not good enough. If you want to make money, support a vendor properly throughout the whole launch to really get the maximum out of it. Because think about it from the subscriber's point of view. It looks to them, it looks like you're just all over the place. There's no focus there. You're not really behind it, and you're out there just to grab a bit of, a few dollars. Promote this one day, promote that the next day. No, just focus on one product. Commit to it for 3-4 days. If you don't want to do the whole week or whatever the launch period is, commit to it for like 3-4 days and really go all in. And I've seen that with everybody on the leaderboard right now. They're making thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars by focusing on one offer at any one given time, right? Don't just start firing bullets everywhere, trying to grab money from the internet. It's not going to work like that. Focus, persistence, consistency, give value, and let your customers know that you have their interests at heart, your subscribers.
That's great advice. Really great. Well, we are going to let you get back to what you do best, clearly, and we will have fingers crossed, and we do have great belief that you guys can get to that $1 million mark. So
we need your help.
Keep up the good work. There's still time for affiliates to jump in there and start promoting this product before the launch is over. So go get into JVZOO and go check out the page and reach out to the Chowdhuries, and they will get you going. So thanks.
Nice. Everybody needs to get on JVZOO straight away. We love you guys.
We appreciate you so much. You guys go get some rest. Don't get rest. Just keep working.
There's no time for rest.
That's right. Thank you so much.